Hello again, my name is Morteza. I'm a senior software engineer here at H&M. I'm really glad to see a lot of people interested in web and JavaScript. And yeah, first of all, I want to thank you for being here. It's really cool to see a lot of interested people here. And I hope you enjoy this event. And please, if you have any question, anything, just ask us. We are wearing the t-shirts, so it's easy to find us. I go through the agenda for just a tiny bit. So now we are starting. I will go on an introduction on what is Semla.js, and then I will give it over to our first speaker, and we start the real event then. So, yeah, what is Semla.js and why? I get this question a lot, like, is it a new web framework? But no, it's not. It's a meetup for people interested in web, in JavaScript. For the people are based in Stockholm, and there is a story behind this meetup. The idea of having a meetup came to our minds like a few years ago, not today. And it's I have to do a flashback. When I was in Iran 6 years ago almost, I was working with Mehrdad. He's here. You can see him taking photos. We were really interested to have a meetup group for the people who are interested in web, but at that time we couldn't do it. And then now, after a few years, we are again in the same city, and we said, let's do it this time. And this is why we went with Semla.js name, because we wanted something local, sweet, and also interested to be shared. Okay, cool. So our vision is pretty straightforward. We want to build a developer-first meetup group and create events with different themes like conferences, workshops, knowledge-sharing events, and sometimes deep dive in code. So, and most importantly, this meetup, we are thinking to have it authentic, no pressure, no gatekeeping, and just a place to anyone interested to come and talk to us, share knowledge, and also learn something new. Okay, so I think you have seen this a lot on social media, Semla.js and H&M, and when we came with this idea to have a meetup, the first thing that I did was coming here, talking to my colleagues, like we are thinking about this, and then all of our colleagues and managers all were in, and they were really excited to have it, because H&M tries to promote the knowledge sharing, and be one of the leaders in this tech. And then I just want to give a massive shout out to H&M, because without H&M we couldn't gather you all in here. And yeah, just let's do an applause to H&M. Cool. And then what's next for Semla.js? This is just the beginning. We will plan to have different meetups, like each few months, and then we invite you again. So I want to ask you all to please follow us on LinkedIn, and also Meetup to be the first one to be informed if we have something. And also please grab a fika, talk to someone, and make the connection and do the networking, because this is really important for our personal knowledge and personal growth. Yeah, let's start it. Before going that, here you see 3 different hashtags that we are trying to post online with this to just be able to see the content, maybe create a video or something later. So please, if you post something online, use any of these or all of them, it's up to you. But yeah, that would be helpful things for us. Thank you so much. And now it's time for our first talk, and with our brilliant Yuliya.
Thank you. Anything along? Just tell me if you can hear me breathing. I'm not sure how to do it. All right. Welcome everyone to H&M office, and I will introduce myself. Yes, my name is Yuliya Demchenko. I'm head of web and mobile engineering here at H&M. And I started 10 years ago. It's quite a habit to share how long you've been working at H&M, because we have colleagues that have been with us for 25, 30 years. It's a great place to be, and we always flex how long we've been here and how many iterations of tech we've seen through the years. A little bit about myself. I love building engineering communities. Also love building things out of wood. I started with making my own fans at home, and I realized I like it. Same as actually with web. I built my own website around 22 years ago. I liked it, and I did it for my work since then. But today I want to inspire you with the story of front-end development history at H&M. Because I think the story is very treacherous. It was a lot of turns and twists, and where we started and where we are now, it's quite amazing contrast. So we scaled from 10 years ago, since I started. We were about 10 engineers. We had one team. We worked in long release intervals of 18 months. We had cases that engineers would join us and leave us and will never witness their code being in production. It was quite sad, I suppose. We worked in waterfall format. We had monolith as our code base. We had a lot of jQuery, some vanilla.js, and yes, one team supported many releases. So it was very stressful, a lot of work. And yeah, also you will see a lot of millennial gifs and references in my presentation. But now, we are 10 years later. We are more than 100 front-end engineers alone. We represented in more than 40 teams, and that's agile product teams across the organization. We support internal applications. We support H&M.com. And we release twice a week to H&M.com. So that's the amazing achievement. We work agile, we have modern architecture that is headless and decomposed. The two words, if you take out of this context, are really morbid, but if you know, you know, right? And we have team ownership and accountability. Our teams build it, and they run it, and they fix it. So, success. But this story, as I mentioned, it spans 10 years, and we always strive for excellence. And I find this quote from maybe Aristotle. ChatGPT suggested it for me. That excellence is never an accident. That it is always a result of intention. And thanks to our engineers, their effort and skill and perseverance, that we are here now. So what is our tech journey? We started from jQuery and CSS monoliths. We had, first we decoupled, we moved away from the backend so we could finally own our delivery to production. We modularized our architecture. We tried monorepo. We decided that that will bring us more governance. The plot twist, it didn't work for us. So we tried web components, we tried SPAs, SSR. At some point we had 4 different architectures and 4 different ways to deliver front-end to our customers at the same time on the same experience. So it is messy. It was happening continuously, and we were very big advocates for continuous improvements. And the way we achieved it is that we early on decided to create a front-end manifesto, since we were scaling quite rapidly and we had a lot of teams who were trying to do their own thing, to improve their own performance. We decided to align ourselves, so we wrote a manifesto, and it was 10 points to it, but nobody remembers those 10 points. We only remember this one, that was everything I touch, I refactor and improve. And that was our concept with which we achieved continuous improvement of our code base. But also sometimes you need to do big things and big changes. And that's what happened for us with digital rebrand. So H&M just recently underwent a rebrand for both physical stores, as you may have noticed, and for the online. And it took us 18 months, and we built 20 SSR applications. 30 teams were involved in delivering this new experience to production. And I always say that the engineering is a team sport. So it's not only front-end that helped us to build our new architecture, it's the cloud team, it's the performance team, we have CI/CD support from teams. We brought more than 100 people at the same time on one call to actually do our production release of the new architecture. Now we are in 45 markets, and yesterday we delivered last 10 markets, so we are there now. And the biggest achievement of that we are now on the latest architecture setup. We adopted design system while doing this rebrand. We increased our front-end performance, and we improved our DORA metrics. Doing all this, of course, quality plays a big role. And this is one of my favorite quotes about the quality, is that quality means doing the right thing when nobody's looking. I think all of our engineers, when they join our company, they treat front-end engineering as craftsmanship. Because we touch so many things. We work with SEO, with performance, with accessibility. A lot of things that are not obvious to the end customer. So how did we achieve that? We ensured quality by building a very robust community of practice. And maybe I'm a bit biased, but I think front-end community of practice is one of the strongest engineering communities at H&M. We've built it quite early in our scale-up flow, and we used it to drive collaboration, streamline the new implementation of new standards. We shared decision-making process within the communities. We also established competence groups. And that's one of the things we talk a lot during hiring process with our candidates, that we have these competence groups in our community, something that you want to learn more about, or you're passionate to share your knowledge in. So when we hired, we usually ask, what is your superpower? What community, what competence group would you choose to join? And there's several different groups like that. We try to adhere to very high standards. We recently, in the organization, established Engineering Review Board, and that's the forum where we set up common metrics, common standards for all our technologies and try to adhere to them. Also, our amazing Frontend Foundation team has worked and produced a product audit framework. A little bit unsexy name, but it's a way for us to look at the code base and give it a little bit of a score, kind of the health. And there we look also for industry standards implementation, but also our H&M toolings or any solutions that we implemented and we want to be used in the front end. And last but not least, GitHub Copilot. We've done really big move to onboard all of our engineers on GitHub Copilot, and we promote use of it now with the unit tests to use it to help refactor the code, and of course documentation is a very good case for Copilot. Right, what's next? So next is going to be a speaker from a Frontend Foundation team talking about our architecture that is now, current architecture, and what actually it entails. So it's a super interesting talk. But I just wanted to conclude that I think front-end scaling engineering is not so scary when you have good structure and good culture, and I think we achieved that really well at H&M. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Yuliya.